are so very grateful that you are here today. Thank you so much for coming. This is our very first Craftsbury Out of Darkness walk to support suicide prevention. We are taking advantage of the Newport walk going virtual. So there wasn't a walk in Newport yesterday, but it was virtual. So we're participating in that walk, but doing it here, but in person. So thank you all for coming. For those who don't know me, I am Deborah McKinley, Debbie McKinley, Deb, any of those work. And I serve as the convener of our Craftsbury Mental Health Resources Group. I'm very honored and privileged to serve in that capacity. And we have a wonderful, wonderful group of people. In 2017, there were 112 deaths by suicide in Vermont. It is the 8th leading cause of death in Vermont, in our brave little state. In Orleans County, where we are standing or sitting right now, we are sort of average in all the counties of the state. There's a few that have more deaths by suicide and a few that have less. But this is not a category in which we want to excel, right? Nor do we really want to be average. What we want is to be well below average in this category, and we want the whole average to come down. We actually want the whole average to be 0. So the Craftsbury Mental Health Resources Group works to educate, to raise awareness, and to connect members of our community with available mental health resources, of which there are many, many resources available for mental health and well-being. But sometimes people have a difficult time connecting to those resources. So that's part of our job, and our mission is to do that connection. We started, as you know, in the wake of Wesley Warren's death by suicide, which was almost 3 years ago. But suicide actually has impacted our community for generations. In the church that I serve, there have been suicides back probably 60, 75 years that we know of. I'm sure that there were more before that. Many of you have lost family members or friends who have died by suicide. Some of you have attempted suicide. And so we walk today. We walk to demonstrate that no one in our community walks alone through life. We are here for each other. Whew. We walk today with the determination and the compassion needed to reach out to somebody who is struggling or who we think might be struggling. We ought never recoil from anyone who needs help. We need to be well-grounded ourselves in order to reach out and help another, because we are here for each other. And we walk today to support all those who have lost loved ones to suicide. We walk with them in their grief, and we try and seek to help lift them up back into the fullness of life and even into joy. Michelle, your energy, your determination, and your commitment, your compassion have steered our mental health resources group. And you have been an undergirding foundation of our commitment and our work. So could you say a few words? Tell us a little bit of your story.
We can end it that way. That way it's easier.
You can take your mask off.
Okay.
We love you, Michelle. Yeah, we love you.
Welcome to Craftsbury's first Out of the Darkness walk to benefit AFSP, American Foundation of Suicide Prevention. Thank all of you for participating today. As of this morning, the Craftsbury team has raised $2,740. Woo-hoo! And I would like to thank our Craftsbury Mental Health Group for organizing this walk for Craftsbury. This group started after the death of my son Wesley in 2017. In 2 years, we have made amazing strides. We started with a mission statement, created a resource booklet listing therapists and hospitals in the Northeast Kingdom, created a website, nevtsuicide.com, with an online PDF of the booklet plus other helpful information, started a fund for mental health projects, and help for those asking for assistance with therapy in our town. Worked with LCMH to hold a mental health first aid class for our children. Held a suicide prevention presentation with AFSP. Had an informational meeting after our community dinner. Had a presence at town meeting, Antiques and Uniques, even our local farmers market. We worked with NEKHS for a QPR training and also for the movie showing the suicide, the ripple effect at Sterling College. There are also members in our group that have agreed to be contacts for people that are struggling and just need some support navigating the mental health system. As far as I know, our grassroots Craftsbury Mental Health Resource Group is the only one like it in the state. At first I thought, how sad. How can we be the only community in our state that cares enough to organize a group for mental health? Then I realized our town could lead the way for caring about mental health on a community level. And we can encourage other towns to follow our lead. We all can make a difference, one community at a time. The reason we're walking today, that each year suicide claims more lives than war, murder, and natural disasters combined. Yet suicide prevention doesn't receive anywhere near the funding as other causes of death. It's up to walkers like us to make a difference. Together we can change the conversation about mental health and put a stop to this tragic loss of life. AFSP uses a donation from this walk to fund research for suicide prevention, to create and distribute educational programs, to advocate for public policy, to support survivors of suicide loss. And I've gone to some of those in the past, and they've been unbelievably good. Monique is on the Morrisville project for that. So I would like this walk today to focus on hope. Hope for an end to the stigma of suicide. Hope for the future, a world without suicide. Hope that medicine and therapy can help everyone with mental illness and be available to all. And hope for our young people to learn coping strategy for this ever-changing world. I also would like to take a moment to honor those we have lost to suicide. To lose someone you love to suicide, whether it's your child, brother, sister, parent, grandparent, grandchild, friend, or other type of relationship, it's devastating. Together we can help save the lives of others with mental illness and suicidal thoughts. We have to. Every life matters. Every suicide shatters the life of so many. Please visit our memorial board over here with some of your loved ones that we have lost to suicide in this area. You can add a heart with the name of someone that you've lost if you'd like to.
Sure. And I also want to explain about the beads a little bit. So you see some of us wearing beads. We got these up at the Newport Walk, and the different colors signify different things. We actually aren't exactly sure which bead signifies what, because that piece of paper is still on the printer. But they signify, I've lost a loved one to suicide. Is it parent? I've lost a sibling. I support someone who has lost somebody. I have attempted.
The white is losing a child.
Losing a child.
And this is supporting. The blue is supporting.
Yeah. Forgotten what else. There are other ones that we missed.
Orange is a sibling.
Orange is a sibling?
Yeah, we got the child. The white
yeah,
is the child.
white's the child. Yeah.
And I don't remember the rest. I'm sorry.
That's all right. So that's what the beads are for. Next year we'll have beads, hopefully, for everybody. Great. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming.